Hey, YouTube family, this is 𝐬𝐮𝐞 with Tax Deed and Overage Education. And this is where I teach smart earners how to expand their income without using traditional risk like credit, cash, and mortgages. And today, as you guys can see, this is my Chat GPT page. And I'm just going to give you a quick video to save you some time and energy because I know just like myself, I love AI. I think Chat GPT, I've tried all of them. By far, I think Chat GPT is good unless you guys do Manus. But Manus, I feel like um, it's a little bit more expensive, but it does give you a lot more detail. For those that don't know about Manus, it's pretty dope. But I like Chat GPT because it's pretty simple. So as you guys can see here, I asked Chat GPT, what are some of the best states to do surplus funds or excess proceeds for third party. So if you're new to this channel, third party are individuals like you or me. You don't need a license. You do not need to be an attorney. You're just an everyday person that's trying to help others get money that they don't know exists for themselves. And so this video is going to uncover how ChatGPT is good for I personally feel, yeah, to give you some of the foundation, but it's not always accurate. So for those that don't know, I do masterminds, and in my mastermind, I pretty much uncover everything you need to know about this business from point A to point B, and I uncover real life claims. So if you join my mastermind, I'm going to teach you step by step so you don't have to go searching through Chat GPT only to find out this stuff isn't real. So I'm going to get right into it because it did say this was, I'm going to tell you what's accurate and what's not accurate. And how I can tell you and attest to this is because I've literally have uncovered every county in these states that we're about to talk about. And the ones that I haven't, I will let you know. So case in point, they tell you that Florida is one of the best states to do surplus excess proceeds for third party. I would 100% agree. It does say that the advantages is it's high volume across 67 counties. Now I'm gonna tell y'all right now, I have uncovered every county in Florida. And when I tell y'all, it's probably about 15 good counties. And what I mean by good counties is that you basically don't have to go fishing for a lot of information. Like everything is laid out for you. It's pretty simple if you have been in this industry, or if you watch videos and you want to uncover. There are some things that I feel like if you're new to this business, you should do a little bit more research, because a lot of times people will waste time looking at this list only to find out that the redemption period is over. So there are some, you might want to look at some of my videos to kind of give you a little bit more detail on what you should be looking for so that you're not wasting your time and energy. Or you could just do my mastermind and it'll cut like 6 or 7 months. But I do these videos so that if you can't afford my mastermind, you could figure it out. It may take you a little bit longer, but you will get there. Trust me. So it says that there's high volume across 67 counties. That is not true. For those that don't know, Florida is a hybrid state. And what that means is that there's tax deeds and there's tax liens. And so it's saying that the Florida's advantage is because there's high volume, but in overages, it's not, because the tax lien counties do not have a lot of overages. And a lot of times what I discovered out of these 67 counties, the ones that are tax lien counties, the overages are very low and they're far and few between. Okay. And it also says the challenges are more competition because the niche is well known. That is so not true, y'all. It is so not true, because I feel like this niche hasn't even scratched the surface. Okay, so that's my 2 cents about Florida. And then we have Texas, and it says Texas has a massive number of tax foreclosure sales every year. That is absolutely correct. And it also says that surplus funds often are held at the county district clerk. This is also absolutely correct. And guess what, you guys? It says that Texas has 254 counties. Now, for those that are new to my channel, I moved from California to Texas to do tax deeds, but then COVID hit, and so they didn't have any auctions, and so I had to start doing overages. But one thing that they don't tell you, what Chat GPT doesn't tell you, is that, like it says, challenges requires court filings. This is absolutely correct. So I do stay out of Texas, but that is not the reason why I stay out of Texas. I stay out of Texas because Texas does have a cap on your overage proceeds business. What that means is that if you file and you find a county that doesn't require you to do court filings, mind you, I did put at the very top, you guys, I said right here, I said proceeds for third party. If you skipped ahead, third party are people, everyday people like you and me that just want to make an extra 50 to 40 to $100,000 doing some part-time work. That's who third party people are. Remember, I said you don't need a license. You do not need to be an attorney. You just need to be an everyday person that is committed to making extra money. Okay, so back to Texas. So if you do find a county that does not require court filings, Texas state law only requires that you can get up to 10%. Which in my opinion is, I don't really like that because, if it's 100,000, yeah, 10% may be okay. But I mean, come on now, we ain't in this business for charity. We're in this to make money, and some is to replace, people's income. So that's why I stay out of Texas, because Texas has a cap at 10%. The next up is California. So I wanted to go over this because I believe Chat GPT is absolutely correct. They have some of the largest surplus amounts. And like they said, most claims are six figures. These are the counties that they're saying are some of the best counties: Los Angeles, San Diego, Riverside, San Bernardino. I'm going to give y'all a little nugget. If you haven't fast forward, let me tell y'all, San Bernardino got a whole department that calls all the claims. So unless you can't reach the person on the list, you might get lucky and find the person, but San Bernardino got it on lock, y'all. So I'm wondering if Riverside too. I can't remember if Riverside, but let me tell you about what ChatGPT doesn't tell you about California. California, pretty much, you have to wait a year to file that claim, meaning if there is an excess proceed in 2024, you only have a year up to 2025 to put in that claim, but they will not pay you until 2025, 2026. They have up to 2 years to pay you. So if you're in for the long game, California would absolutely be one of the best states to do, but you got to remember you're planting seeds for about 2 years in advance. Just FYI, if you're wanting to get paid. It does say that it requires extensive documentation. In my opinion, no, it doesn't. It really just depends on the county. I've done about 3 counties, and not much work is required than any other state. So, ChatGPT, I don't know about that. But it doesn't tell you about the redemption periods, but I guess I didn't ask about that. I just asked, okay, what are the best states? Then we're going to move on to Arizona. Now, y'all, let me tell y'all about Arizona. I can't even believe this is on the list, to be honest with y'all, because Arizona is a tax lien state, which means that it has to become a lien, and then the lien holders have to go to file a foreclosure in order for it to be a tax deed. So with that being said, I feel like, I don't know why it has Arizona as one of the best states, because it takes time for you to get overages, which means that the overages are going to be far and few between. And the few counties that I did uncover in Arizona, they did require court filing. So this ChatGPT was correct about the challenges. Are most of the time these are required court filings, but I wouldn't even waste my time with Arizona, y'all. It didn't even tell me though. Let's see. Okay, ChatGPT did not tell me how many counties Arizona has. Okay, Georgia. Mind y'all, if you're still listening and you're still watching this, I did ask what was the best states to do excess proceeds for a third party. And so far, I think it's only been accurate for one state. So the whole point of this video is be careful of the information you get from Chat GPT or any AI source, because in my opinion, this is such a niche investment that a lot of the information is not accurate. They're just kind of like putting it all together, but they don't, it's Chat GPT, I don't think is savvy enough to tell you all the intricate details. So stay with me, y'all, because Georgia, mind you, it says it's one of the best states. Now, Georgia, I do like Georgia for tax deeds. I don't like them for overages. And let me tell you, it says right here that many investors overlook Georgia. And it says counties regularly generate surplus funds. This is definitely true. But what they don't, well, they do say the redemption laws can't complicate timing. So let me tell y'all about Georgia. Georgia got some really good overages, but number one, it does not tell you that Georgia, a lot of their counties require attorneys, meaning you have to be an attorney in Georgia to actually file these excess proceed claims, or you have to be the individual. And even the individual, sometimes it's even hard as an individual because you have to file a motion. So it's a little bit complicated. The second thing is, it doesn't tell you that these redeemable deed sales. So like if you were to buy a property in Georgia, a tax deed property, and there is an overage, they still have a year to collect. So you have to be really careful and savvy with Georgia if you want to proceed and you have I would say a partner / attorney. But for my business and in this channel, I stay away from all states, all counties that require attorneys, because why would I use an attorney to help me collect excess proceeds when I've been doing this for years and the attorney would get half of all the work that I've done? So I just like to be solo bolo and do the stuff myself. And it doesn't require attorney. Trust me, I have done several claims without an attorney. And by the way, let me just give you a sidebar. Chat GPT can make you look like an attorney. You just ask it to give you attorney jargon and you'll look like an attorney if you need to. But I haven't had to do that just yet. And then it says these aren't always the biggest, but can be less competitive. One of the states is Tennessee. Now, Tennessee also is considered like a hybrid state. They have tax liens as well. And they have, I believe, 95 counties. But what I did discover with Tennessee, just like Georgia, there are a lot of counties that require you to use the court system. But hey, it's 95 counties. I know out of all 95 counties, all of them may not require an attorney. Now, Oklahoma is hit or miss. I've done about 2 counties in Oklahoma. I don't have enough intel or detail to tell you about Oklahoma. So I'm not going to give my opinion on that. Alaska, I don't have any information on that. Michigan, no information on that. Now, Ohio, y'all, I'm just saying stay strapped, because Ohio is on some whole other ish, y'all. I'm like, ooh. But Ohio does have a lot of good overages. But what I have found is you do have to go through the court system, which isn't as complicated because you can file a motion on behalf of the claimant. But if I were you and you're new to this business, I would stay away from all court filings because it does require tedious time and effort. And you probably would have had to have sued someone in the past on your own to understand that, which I've done. So I'm not really afraid of the court system. But Ohio does have some good overages, but it's kind of hit or miss. And talking to some of the claimants, they're just so, I don't want to, like, yeah, as I said, stay strapped, because they be trying to come through the phone for whatever reason to get at you. So I was like, I'm gonna stay out of Ohio. I'm gonna let them just be. And then Illinois, I don't know why they have that on here, because this is also like a tax lien state, which means that their overages are going to be far and few between. But I guess because it's maybe they're saying it's less competitive, but it's less competitive because there's not that many overages. So anyway, I just wanted to give you guys my 2 cents on what ChatGPT thinks, of these different states and the information that it gives you. I was just kind of like blown away by the different states that, they were saying. And so I just want you guys to be leery but also wise when you're using chat gpt or any AI when it comes to doing surplus funds and overages. Like I said, I have taken it upon myself to go into certain states and uncover almost every county because that gives me an unlimited overage pipeline. And like I said in the beginning of my video, what keeps me relevant is I have Mastermind so that I can teach people with real life claims that are already verified so that you're not having to search and look for stuff. It's already there. I've already verified it. I've made it a lot easier, especially if you're a beginner and you're new and you're interested in this. I take all the guesswork out of wanting to learn how to file excess proceeds. So that's why I have a little bit knowledge on at least what did they give us? They said 1, 2, 3, 4, the five, I guess the five biggest states. However, they weren't this video, not this video, but ChatGPT wasn't as accurate as it states. So anyway, that's my little 2 cents on ChatGPT and the best states to file excess proceeds or surplus funds. It just depends on what county or state you're working. They have different names, but they all mean the same. If this video was helpful, please don't forget to like or subscribe, and happy investing, guys.